Imagine a desert traveller, parched and weary, spotting a shimmering oasis up ahead. Hope surges, but as they draw closer, the oasis shimmers out of existence. This cruel trick of the desert, the mirage, offers a powerful metaphor for our understanding of reality. What we perceive as real, as solid and true, can be just as fleeting and deceptive as that watery illusion. Our senses, the windows to the world, are not infallible. They can be tricked, manipulated and influenced by a myriad of factors. Light, shadow, distance, even our own expectations can distort the information our brains receive, leading us to perceive a reality that may not align with objective truth. But does this mean there is no such thing as a shared reality? Are we each adrift in a sea of subjective experience, destined to forever misunderstand one another? The questions are as old as philosophy itself. Our journey to unravel the mysteries of perception versus reality takes us back centuries, to the thoughts of ancient Greek philosophers who grappled with these same profound questions. One of the most enduring metaphors for the limitations of human perception comes from the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. In his allegory of the cave, Plato asks us to imagine prisoners chained inside a cave, their entire lives spent facing a blank wall. Their only reality is the play of shadows cast on the wall by objects passing before a fire behind them. These shadows, Plato argues, represent the limited perceptions we experience in our daily lives. They are but fleeting representations of a truer, more objective reality that lies beyond our immediate grasp. Plato's allegory challenges us to question what we believe to be real. Is the chair you're sitting on, the screen you're reading from, truly as solid and unchanging as they appear? Or are they, like the shadows on the cave wall, simply our interpretations, filtered through the limitations of our senses and experiences? While Plato's allegory offers a timeless philosophical framework, modern psychology and neuroscience have added layers of insight into how our brains construct our realities, revealing the intricate dance between our senses, experiences, and biases. Each of us experiences the world through a unique lens, shaped by our upbringing, our culture, our beliefs, and our past experiences. This lens, however, is not a neutral observer. It is coloured by our biases, those unconscious filters that shape our perceptions, interpretations, and ultimately, our realities. These biases, while often helpful in navigating the complexities of life, can also lead us astray. They can cause us to see patterns where none exist, to favour information that confirms our existing beliefs, and to make judgments about others based on incomplete or inaccurate information. Consider, for instance, the phenomenon of confirmation bias. Imagine scrolling through your social media feed. You're bombarded with news articles, opinions and videos, all vying for your attention. Which ones are you most likely to click on, to read, to share? If you're like most people, you're drawn to information that aligns with your existing beliefs and values. This is confirmation bias at work, our tendency to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms our preconceptions. Confirmation bias can create echo chambers where we surround ourselves with like-minded individuals and information, reinforcing our existing views while shutting out alternative perspectives. This can lead to polarization, intolerance, and an inability to engage in meaningful dialogue with those who hold different views. Another powerful bias that shapes our perceptions is the halo effect. This cognitive bias leads us to make judgments about a person's character or abilities based on our overall impression of them. For example, if we find someone physically attractive, we might also perceive them as more intelligent, trustworthy, and competent, even if there's no evidence to support these assumptions. The halo effect, like other biases, highlights the subjective nature of our perceptions. Our judgments of others, even those we believe to be objective, are often influenced by factors we're not even aware of. Understanding the role of perception and bias is crucial, not only for understanding our own minds, but also for navigating our interactions with others. When we recognize that everyone experiences the world through their own unique lens, we open ourselves up to the possibility of empathy and understanding. Walking a mile in another person's shoes, even metaphorically, allows us to see the world from their perspective, to understand how their experiences and biases have shaped their views. This doesn't mean we have to agree with their perspectives, but it does allow us to engage with them with greater empathy and compassion. Recognizing the power of perspective is particularly important in relationships, where misunderstandings and conflicts often arise from differing perceptions of the same events. Imagine a couple arguing about something seemingly trivial, like who left the dishes in the sink. Beneath the surface of this mundane disagreement lies a clash of perceptions. One partner might see the unwashed dishes as a sign of disrespect, while the other might view it as a simple oversight. These differing perceptions stem from their individual histories, experiences, and expectations. Perhaps one partner grew up in a household where chores were always shared equally, while the other grew up in a more chaotic environment where household tasks were often neglected. Understanding the role of perception in relationships can help us to navigate these conflicts with greater empathy and understanding. By recognizing that our partner's perceptions are just as valid as our own, even if we don't agree with them, we can begin to bridge the gap between our subjective experiences. Our perceptions don't just shape our view of the world and our relationships, they also influence our sense of control over our lives. We often cling to the belief that we're in control of our destinies, that our choices and actions dictate the course of our lives. While personal agency is undeniably important, the reality is that much of life is beyond our control. Unexpected events, unforeseen circumstances, and the actions of others can all derail even the most carefully laid plans. Recognizing the illusion of control can be both liberating and empowering. It allows us to relinquish the need to micromanage every aspect of our lives, to embrace uncertainty, and to find peace in the present moment. So, is reality just an illusion? The answer, like most things in life, is nuanced and complex. Our perceptions, shaped by our senses, experiences, and biases, undoubtedly influence how we experience the world. However, this doesn't negate the existence of an objective reality, even if it remains elusive. Just like the desert traveler who, despite experiencing a mirage, is still traversing a real physical desert, we too are navigating a world that exists independently of our perceptions. The key lies in acknowledging the limitations of our perceptions while remaining open to the possibility that there's always more to see, to learn, and to understand. The journey toward a deeper understanding of reality begins with self-awareness. By recognizing our own biases, challenging our assumptions, and seeking out diverse perspectives, we can begin to pierce the veil of our own subjective experiences. This requires a commitment to open-mindedness, a willingness to listen to and learn from those who hold different views, and a humility to acknowledge that our own perceptions, while valid, may not always reflect the complete picture. In a world often divided by differences, cultivating an awareness of perception and the courage to embrace open-mindedness may be our greatest hope for building bridges of understanding and creating a more compassionate and just society. The journey, while challenging, is ultimately a rewarding one, leading us toward a richer, more nuanced, and ultimately more accurate perception of the world and our place within it. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our latest explorations into the unknown. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe reality is an illusion? Let's start a conversation.